Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.
Alright. Might as well get stuff kicked off. Gonna start things a little bit differently tonight, because I saw a couple of people raise some concerns, and I think they're perfectly valid concerns, which is, yo, we liked you for that Grievous video, what the heck is going on? These Grand Arena streams aren't really cutting it. And I completely agree. I did not want the second video to take this long. But I think that there's a pretty good reason for why it did. So I'm just going to give a quick peek under the hood real quick. Do things a little bit differently. So the second video that I'm doing is Modding 101, Building Your Foundation. And I don't expect this to make much sense to people, but just, this video has gone through a lot of editing, a lot of iterations, and honestly I kind of just scrapped the whole thing and redid it a couple of times. Modding to me is a very important topic. One, because a lot of people don't like modding. I mean, because, you know, for most people it's just a huge hassle. And the big thing I'm going to dip into with this video is how I do it, because I think I've done a pretty good job of figuring out the best way to, you know, the idea of what do you do when you hit your full mod capacity. You know, you get that whole, I don't want to call it separation anxiety, but just the idea of any mod could be good, right? Well, this kind of builds a system to help you get over that hump of like, okay, no, I know, like, you definitely need to get sold, I'm definitely keeping you, you know, just kind of build up a better system. Biggest problem for me, it was just that there's so much information happening at once, and the goal of this channel for me has always been to give the information without it being overwhelming. And the first couple times that I made this video, I just don't think I hit that target. So really, it's just been a matter of me iterating, trying different ideas, and I think I found a pretty good way to handle it. So just showing signs of life, you know, here's a lot of the video. Kind of scrubbing through, not really gonna show too much, don't want to ruin too much of the fun, but just, there's a whole lot going on under the hood here. Yeah, we can stop there. But yeah, I do kind of like this quote though. Kind of half joke, kind of half truth. I thought it was a nice touch. But anyway, that's what's going on, because people were definitely concerned of like, yo, what's going on? And I think it's 100% a legit concern. So hopefully that gives a somewhat satisfying answer. I do think I'm in the actual final stretch now. But I know I've already said that before. But I'm pretty happy with the solution I found now. So that's where that's at. Channel is not done. Grand Arena streams are not replacing real videos. I just picked a heck of a topic to do second. So it happens. Anyway, there's a Grand Arena going on. So it's, remember the first round where I looked at the group list and said like, hey, Krythos Twin and Sergi QC, the two people in the middle, seemed like the most promising prospects for people that I would see in the second and third round. Life didn't really agree. So we have an opponent. He has stuff. It's more of a case of what he doesn't have. He doesn't have Revens. His Basilisk on Fallen is chilling out down here. This person does seem to have certain things that he definitely likes. Very, very hardcore Galactic Republic fan. I mean, he's got Palpatine double Zeta, Traya double Zeta, Vader double Zeta, Jango Zeta, but just, I did not expect him to be advancing to the second round. I mean, maybe we'll see clones tonight? Okay, so that's down here. So if we do see it, it's going to be Rex lead. Single Zeta on Fuzz. Domino Squad. Okay. Oh yeah, totally. So this is actually weird to me, right? So when I grew up, the Clone Wars, like the CG cartoon didn't exist. For me, I don't know if anyone remembers, but it was like 30-second, no, it was like 90-second sketches by the person who animated Samurai Jack back in the day. I don't know if I can play them. I like kind of want to pull them up. This would 100% be a copyright infringement though. But you can find the whole thing on YouTube now. I'm pretty sure that it's up there. Just I kind of went back and watched it. It's pretty goofy now, but just I remember that being the craziest, coolest thing, and like you would sit at the TV just waiting for like this 90-second thing. And you're just like, yeah, awesome. I mean, we got Zeta Barris, we've got Zeta Qui-Gon. This is like, I haven't even done the full sweep. Okay, no Executioner, Zeta Phasma, no Kylo Ren Unmasked. He has, so we might actually see a Phasma team. I actually don't know what to read into that. This actually makes me a little bit happy though. So the way that we ended last week is we made some mistakes. We landed at about 59.5 banner average, and that's about the target for what I needed to beat, but we want to be ahead of that. We don't want to be on that. What was wild to me, if I dip in here real quick, we'll see if there's still, there are 3 people who had almost 64 banner average across the board. I'm guessing that the leaderboard is just too screwed up now, but basically that's kind of, I don't expect them to get that every single round. Obviously they're going to get more real matchups, they will stabilize over time, but I do want to bump my average up closer to that just to be in a good position. And I got the fleet feat done, so all we need is one more undersized squad, and we should know exactly where we stand by the end tonight. So, looking forward to that. Let's just see what we see in the front walls, because I haven't really... The ghost of Week 1 pass has come back to haunt me. I did a lot of thinking after the last Grand Arena round, because I think like there are some strong positives, definitely some weaker negatives. The biggest change that I'm making... Sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place, but there's so much to talk about. Biggest mistake I'm making is I am now attending the Church of Clash, and I am working on Kira Nest as a Padme counter. I don't know if this needs to go to Relic 7. I did a test in Arena, and it works if I run Hermit Yoda. Actually, the saddest news is I would love to not use Hermit Yoda, but our Tenacity collection sucks. If we could get, like, a couple of 4 or 5 rolls in each slot, then we don't need Hermit Yoda there, because he's purely there to get this Tenacity up by another 25%. Once that's set up, it runs like a dream. But I mean, that was the biggest hole in our strategy last time, right? Is Revan Anakin was a garbage fire. That was legit probably the most painful matchup that I have played in a year and a half. How did he win his last matchup? That's a good question. I actually have no idea. Let's see. This guy expects to pass. This guy's an Asylum. It's one of the higher ranked GP guilds in Territory Wars. Thought I could see Guild GP somewhere. Anyway, yeah. He's an Asylum. I expect that this dude actually might be a fun matchup in the final round. I haven't even looked at his account yet. Wasn't ready for Zeta Phasma. The true terror. Wait, does he... Oh, wait. Does he have First Order Stormtrooper? I don't think I saw him in there, and that, my dude, that's the entire thing for Phasma. He doesn't have Stormtrooper? The hard node was too scary. That Zeta Kylo just really brings the team together. He has this Stark, but didn't use him, which was the entire reason I even posted them on Defense First for the AoE. How many points did my last opponent get? Funny story, that one. For the first time ever, he actually tied me, but I also have a 500 GP advantage, so we flew a little bit close to the sun. A couple of those mistakes really did cost us, and I went back and did some more thinking about this matchup. You want to talk about trying to overly finesse it. Like, I'm pretty sure we could have just mirrored this First Order for a 60 banner. We tried to get a little bit too fancy for our own good. Some good things. I actually think one thing that could be really cool is, like, I think in this matchup, if we just did Grievous B1 Watt, because that's the thing, right? It's like, I got way too fixated on this dude, but the first AoE practically trashed his team in itself, so B1 can't technically get chipped, he just loses stacks, so that's still full banners. Watt doesn't get chipped. Maybe we run Newt, but I think that could have actually saved some extra banners. Just in general, the biggest thing I need to start thinking about, I think, is actual solo teams. So, like, tonight, we know this dude doesn't have either Revan, right? So that means that our Darth Revan, should be freed up, right? So, I mean, the question then starts becoming, like, Malak solo, right? I've never actually played with Malak solo, to be honest. Like, I know I've heard that, I think he's supposed to counter Karth. I mean, that makes sense if you think of his mythic event, right? Like, the DOTs, the crits, Sphere City. Like, Malak could probably solo this, right? I cheated a little bit. I did some pre-math here. I was looking at this bad boy. There's a greedy decision to make here. Which Zeta should be a higher priority, Grievous lead or B1? Grievous lead, no contest in my opinion. Just because that target lock blocking counters is super important for narrowing how many teams are actually useful against you, right? Malak and solo clones? Yeah, I saw that video. I don't know if we're gonna see clones tonight, actually. Or at least it's gonna be without Shock T. They could go like Rex lead Barris. I don't want to discount that. We actually very possibly could see that. but I do have a toy for that, so fingers crossed, maybe he does. Anyway, I did some discussing, and so this is a Relic 2 Grandmaster Yoda. The thing I'm asking myself is, do I think Nest can solo this team? And someone made a pretty good point, Blade Baka, if you all know him. I thought that Grandmaster Yoda, like the way I understood it is, Grandmaster Yoda was hard-coded to get called by Bastila, and then if Yoda wasn't in the picture, then she targeted the lowest person. But apparently this hard-coding doesn't exist. So, in theory, she should be buffing base. And I'm pretty sure... By the way, this is a whole lot to work with. Let's see. Yeah, 26% critical chance. And if I remember correctly, it's not 60, unfortunately. Yeah. So it's a 2% crit chance Grandmaster Yoda, who's never getting that crit chance buff from Bastila, right? She should be passing the buffs to Mace. So in theory, we should be able to solo this. Also, the Grandmaster Yoda, Protection Air, or Protection Cross. I mean, 3.3, like, it's a decent secondary here. No offense, flat offense, 2-hit. Yeah, there's not that much offense to work with here. Mobile couldn't duplicate. Now, like, the cup is very likely modding centric, whatever that's worth. No, I haven't really known Mobile Gamer to be too mod oriented of a player. He does have decent speed. Actually, yeah, he went pretty speed oriented here. Huh. So that's going to be the big question, because the last thing I want is for Nest to die. And I'm not going to say that kills the entire season, but boy howdy does it make things harder. It hurts chances a lot. So do we run the Kira Nest and be pretty safe? Or do we go the higher risk? The higher risk, like, again, assuming she buffs Mace, I doubt that this Yoda is going to one-shot her. Let's look at this. I think Malik should be able to solo this, right? Yeah, well, let's think about other solo characters too, because that's anytime that we get a relative softball like this, right? I mean, Grievous could solo it probably. That's another thing. I think Grievous is actually might be a little bit underrated in terms of solo potential. The short trooper crit immunity maybe hurts, although the speed probably way lower. Death Trooper not here, so no heal block. Oh yes, Stormtrooper basic might be the only problem here. This expose actually might be problematic. Let's see, down here. Luke Chase, interesting. Does he not have C-3PO? No. There must be a Padme in rear. I would be very surprised if there wasn't. Okay, so this changes things up a little bit. I was just gonna throw Jedi Knight Revan at this. But maybe we don't. GG will close the expose. That's on a per turn basis, so mass assist call here. It should still stick, unless Stormtrooper basics last. I mean, that's once every 3 turns, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Food for thought. I haven't really thought about this before. Speed check. 280. But this is boss queen. Okay, stay down the Okay, this is a pretty slow team. In terms of banners, so let's assume Revan is the only team that is currently on holds. Luke, Mirror, we're definitely not doing. Luke, we can actually probably stick on bounty hunters. Does anyone know? Okay, I should probably have this memorized. So let's say you run Kira Nest. Kira dies. How many banners are you looking at? Because I feel like I got 60 at once and it surprised the heck out of me. Anybody in chat now? So the way that this is, the way I'm thinking about this right now, the people at the top of the leaderboard, the people who got like 64 banner attacks or something crazy like that, I was 28 banners behind them, so that's kind of how I figured. 63 if Nest ends with full protection, 62 otherwise. I don't know why I got 60 that one time then. That's actually why I've been so opposed to Kira Nest. Yeah, you lose 3 if Kira dies, right? So it would be 61 if Nest has full protection and 60 if she doesn't, right? So that's actually kind of bad value in my opinion. I mean, it's good from a character perspective, but... This is actually the first thing we should have checked. Okay, her potency sucks. Does Battle Meditation give 100% potency to Jedi? I actually don't know. 50% potency doubled for Jedi. Are we scared of this? I wasn't actually expecting to have potency mod. Did he? No, not really. I guess it's just a relic, probably. This is 160%. He's going to be debuffing Nest. Or potentially stunning her. The rule is that she has to be below 100% when we start, right? Had less than 100% health, right? So, in theory... And her counter chance is 100. No, her counter chance is 80%, right? I know I'm being super over attentive to this stuff, but I do not want to risk this. 80% counter chance. So it is possible she gets chipped, she doesn't heal back, and then he stuns her. That spooks me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think we do carry Nest. It's a 2-banner loss. I think it has to be. Even though the odds of that Grandmaster Yoda thing are happening are low, I don't like that variance. Alright, we do this. Right, this should be pretty much automatic, right? So let's think about the Imperial Troopers team. What do we gain if we don't actually spend Mount there? Do we auto this? I actually don't remember. I'm just gonna assume sure. Grievous? I actually haven't thought about this. Does Grievous change at all versus the Let's see. Sheridan Bays aren't really adding too much to that matchup in a bad way. Bays is going to have an AoE, so B1 will lose stacks. That's a little bit less healing power. What about Malik soloing CLS Chase? It's a pretty fast Malik too, so whoever he takes on, he should have pretty good pacing against him. Alright, I think we need to stop autoing. We need to start worrying about protection. Yeah, this should be 60, right? I'm not a fan of that. I think it's 61 if we can time it right and get all the protection banners back, so that's what we're gonna need to do right now. How if we kill Yoda? Bastila. Let's kill Yoda. Basila's only been a problem in the past that she's potency modded. I just have bad memories of Basila stealing some extra protection at the end. This one's not a problem. Actually, if we handle this right, I think we just want to end this with a AoE. If we don't, just win right now. This might just end. That was enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, that should top her off. Full protection. Okay. Oh, so that would have been 59. Oh, wait, I hate that. That bugs the hell out of me. Anyway, this is kind of why I'm excited for next week, right? I think this right here. I don't really have that many high relic characters, right? So it feels a little bit overzealous to go all the way like this. We have Grievous, and we have Anakin. Then our next highest is like a rank 3 Han. Or rank 5 Yoda. But if she can just be Mrs. Consistent, I think I'm down for that. I kind of just want her to be my GA banner workhorse. Like, if I could just see that Basila matchup and just know, like, yeah, she's got this. That feels pretty sick to me. Because that would have been 3 extra banners. I think I do need to get her a crit avoid arrow, though. 6E. That's probably going to be something I farm this week. That's defeat. Okay, so just pure math-wise, this was 5 or 6. Either way, if it was 5 or 6, this should be 13 or 14, so nobody can have this feat, nobody can have this feat. So yeah, tonight's leaderboard should be a full picture of where we're at. Do we go the coward's way out and just use Malik here? I'm trying to think. The only thing that really has me concerned is this critical immunity. It's gonna kind of hamper our killing time. We go Malik. Although DG64, that's what I'm thinking. We'll push this to 62 and 62 average with that nest right there, and we'll see what's in back. I'm just trying to think of how we get through CLS without wasting too much, or without losing too much. I was kind of wondering, if you do a triumvirate like Revan, Basila, Malik, that has pretty good protection recovery, and Malik would dispel Baze. I think we do this. Extreme overkill time. Watch I somehow lose this. Just some mechanic I didn't think about. Yeah, you're all feared. Biggest thing we need to think about is holding a drain. Probably just work on the damage first. Got a pretty good protection health ratio. Damn. Not bad. Should be dead. Oh, close enough. Alright, let's use this drain. I think we hold this last one. I don't know. I would say there's a pretty solid chance that Grievous could have soloed this team, but just... I don't know. Something just on the fringe of making me a little bit uncomfortable about it. That's the weird balance about this GAC season, is we need to go high risk, high reward, but also not stupidly so. Like, I think week 1 we did some stupid stuff. I think forcing Padme into that last match. Why did I use Drain? Alright, let's not get more. We should be fine. Let's leave him alone. We'll just finish this off with a Drain. Bonk. And 64. Alright. Wow, we got promoted. Alright, grand reveal. I don't think Padme's gonna be behind here. I think Padme's gonna be in south. Ewoks. Okay. We spent Nest and we spent Malik. I mean, Scion could maybe solo them. What about Malik? Or not Malik. What about Darth Revan? He can't be assisted, so the only thing that would really... Oh, he doesn't have Wicked. Let me take a look at this. I haven't actually peeked under the hood here. No potency modding at all. GG solo? Maybe. Underestimate them. He's missing a lot of what makes Ewoks good, is what I'll say. No Wicked here is a pretty big downgrade. He does have low grade, but the low grade isn't potency modded, so I'll probably check with the actual CD, no offense, speed. The biggest thing I'm thinking here is we have Terminator Strip here, and you have Terminator Strip from T. 52% potency. 60 to 61. My problem with that is just that, like, we can already get 60 to 61 with a normal team, and we're not worried about, like, per character efficiency just because we have that we can win already. So it really is just about trying to steal as many banners as possible. What about this? I think he's a little bit too slow. He doesn't have Pathway either. So who's the concern for the fastest character? This dude has a plus 100% Terminator, right? Okay, how fast are you? 176. Hope I did first. Sure, I'm just trying to do process elimination. Man, if there's no Padme back here, I would be stunned. I would definitely say we're saying Jedi Revan, so that's off the docket. Grievous, we should maybe save. I think Anakin actually might be able to pull it off. I think we'll probably use Luke undersized against bounty hunters. Scion actually could be a really, really interesting relic for Grand Arena too. For solo purposes. That Tomb Raider trip is pretty scary though. I mean, it's 2 full turns left basically. Okay. I've been wrong every time I make this prediction so far. So let's assume that there isn't Padme back there. Let's see what else he could be hiding. Geonosians, I'm pretty sure, don't exist. Correct. Separatists. Ooh. So maybe we leave Padme alone. How much GP does it have for each level of relic gain? I know that level 1 relic was almost 700 GP, I think, and by the time that you're dealing with like relic 6 and 7, I'm pretty sure it's almost a full Zeta's worth. That's like 2,300 or something in that ballpark. It's pretty insane. If it's Padme in back, we need Jedi. If it's Sisters in back, we want Padme. 3k for level 7. God, yeah. Oh, the pilot numbers is probably what's good up for me. Yeah, it's a heck of a lot. Ray Scavenger. Actually, the last person posted Ray on defense too, right? What are you doing, man? And resistance trooper. This dude just wants offense, crit damage. Why don't you have this on Grandmaster Yoda? My friend? This dude's modding is interesting. He took Zeta Finn back, so actually he might be planning to use that on offense. Pilots and crew get double? Oh god, dude. That... I still feel like I'm 3.3 million, by the way. Negotiator and Anakin's ship. And I'm probably gonna give Kenobi his relic sooner than later. I'm almost 3.8. I'm already almost Division 2. The relics, especially if you're relicking pilots, it'll blow you up real quick. Han, double relic. You want to talk about what's coming next? Here's this nice fat GP bomb sitting right here the moment Malevolence drops. It's rough. It's not ideal. Which, you know, whatever. On the one hand, I'm actually pretty excited to be able to kind of inflate myself without actually inflating myself. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright. I don't think we can one-man this, right? Cad Bane makes me nervous. Plus, tenacity down. I don't trust that. Stun, stagger, Terminator removal. So we could probably just Luke undersize this. I was actually thinking about this. The best way to Luke might actually just be this. Right, can't be crit. All three get the protection and regen. I'm a little bit worried about Chewbacca dying. This would be the safest way to get all of the protection and regen back. We cost ourselves a banner last time just by blowing Luke's self-heal early. We actually would have been fine if we didn't. Yeah, my only worry if I do this is Chewbacca getting focused. I think this will probably just give us better juggling. There's nothing we can do here to get more, right? Ooh, wait. I don't know if this would work undersized. He doesn't have droids at all, right? Service droids. That means that EP Bastila is free. But he's got HK. Is it just a old school droid bin? Huh. Now can I pretend I understand? But sure. IGDs. Weird. Alright. So let's say we do the Luke 3v whatever. And it goes perfectly. We get back full protection banners. Where does that leave us? I actually need to start calculating this correctly. Is there a GSC banner calculator? Unused slot bonus +4. So it should be 62, right? 3v5. Let's hope and assume that all protection banners come back. I think that makes sense. Let's see, we're aiming to beat 59.5. I think we do 3 p.m. That's the wrong team. Yeah, I think we do this. I'm actually curious if Imperial Troopers could do an undersized. You need Veers, Stark, him, and him. You could cut out Snow Trooper in theory. It's possible. You're only really getting one banner, but... Alright. Let's not misplay this time. Let's get 61. Boss goes fastest, I believe, right? Wait, there's no Boba on this team. I just realized. Or did we just kill Greedo? Cold-blooded murder. I was actually thinking about this. We could just shoot Dengar and probably get some resists. You chill. We do want to reduce Dengar. Stun would be ideal. No one's really reducible, so I think we just call Han. Translation, no translation on Chewie. Dead. Conditions for the reset on this has to be that he's missing something, right? Target has no protection. So on paper right now, I don't really want to use this because this is our big moneymaker for protection. We should outspeed him here. That got resisted. That's not ideal, but Luke's gonna be ready. There's a kill. I think we need to spend the Luke stance swap just to make sure we kill him. Wait, no. That should kill, right? Yeah. What am I saying? That's getting a little bit close for comfort. I think we're gonna take a turn. No. Stop it. 61? Alright. Not bad. So we're looking at 60, 64, 61. Already we're in a much better spot than last time. Against way easier teams. Surprise. How do we want to deal with this? I feel like we're gonna have to take a gamble here. We want to hold Padme, I want to hold Jedi Knight Revan, but I feel like that's not leaving us that many options for people who can handle this well and get banners back. What about Grievous? There's no C-3PO. I don't think we run Water Newt. My biggest concern with Newt is without C-3PO there, if they shoot him first, they're actually, like, ideally speaking, if we want to just get as many banners back as possible, I think we want Newt to either get one shot immediately or not run him. Like, the worst thing that could happen is that he gets down to like 20% HP. So what if we do this? I think Commander Luke. There's enough damage there that I think we just give it respect. We can't do a lot here. If they shoot one first, then he's just straight up at risk of dying. What about this? What do we just leave it here? I'm pretty sure we win this. I'm almost positive. Only concerned will be how fast he is. He might overtax. So let's see. Let's say that these two lose banners. So one missing puts us at 61. So this will be 59. We do better than 59. This crit avoidance is only for Jedi, right? So HK could actually kind of just get dumped on by kind of attacks, which is not ideal. What about just twosome? How about this? Marauder can't get protection back, so that's not a good choice. Oh, the music? Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's been really, really hard to figure this out. Like, because the way that I see my mixer, it looks like I'm twice as loud as the music. It's weird. Audio mixing is weird. That's what I'll say. Let me know if that's better. We could... What are his night sister speeds? Actually, this is pretty important. I don't think he had Spirit, right? Nope. So we just need to check this. 314. You really like your... What was the point of 16? This just the health? That's That's not a bad secondary. Damn. Well done. That might be almost max. For 4x10. Nah, I think it's a little bit under. If we're gonna do first order plus SWAT, the only thing we need to know is 272. I think we're too slow. My first order is super, super budget. $279. I can sit here and go through the calculations, but I'm pretty sure it's off. This Grand Arena, I came in with everything at the A tier super crisply modded, but I didn't give the B and C tiers time that I want to, so I'm gonna kind of even the keel back out. Make the B and C tiers back up to par this week. Do we want to take the 59? That puts us probably about 60.4. Crew Watt for Night Sisters? Yeah. So the biggest concern with Crew Watt is, at least for now, the concern is Watt Tambor being squishy. If Talzin gets a turn, her Plague, if it doesn't one-shot her, the Plague will kill him. So we just need First Order Officer to be fast enough. No Spirit. Yeah, but Talzin outspeeds. My First Order I gave super, super, super low budget. I stole pretty much everything worth caring about that they had. 249 is awful. Yeah, coming in next week, I'm going to get these guys lined up so that they'll be competitive again. I mainly intended to use them if I saw Rex Lee clones posted, but I'm probably going to take the dive and use them against Night Sisters potentially. Right, but this is what I'm saying though. So let's say first order officer is 279, right? Fox gives 10%. So who's our second fastest? It should be Kylo if the team is built right, and he's 210. $240. Yep, 266. Towson goes. We lose. That's why I'm not doing it. Where were we? Their Towson was 270, I believe. Let me double check just to make sure. $240 plus, they're different lead. 242, so even I was underballing it a little bit. So 272. So unless that first order officer into Kylo turn meter was directly locked, which it should be, in all fairness. I spent way too much time. Like, the way I went into this week is I wanted to prepare for if they posted their top 6 teams. You need 245. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's. We agree. I think separatists could probably undersize. He can't get banners back. He's probably not getting enough. There's not going to be that many buffs flying around. Even if Han shrugs. Cheer it maybe. What's the rules on cheer it? Heal over time per crit. We're going to be using AoE shock, so the buffs are not going to be online. So HK is not really regenerating that much. Nope. For each Jedi enemy. If only Cheer was a Jedi, that would be comfy. CLS loves Sith Trooper. He's going to be completely dead white in this slot, and he's not going to stop Han shot. Sith Marauder would have a heyday here, albeit at mild risk of possibly even dying, honestly, if Han keeps on his ass. Have I checked speeds? I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Crit damage set 228. It's pretty bad. Pre-taunt on bays. There's no way he runs a fast shirt, right? No. What about this? My only concern with this is we can't really stop them from killing themselves. But I think the protection region on Revan is locked to him being in the leadership slot though. Yeah. Are we okay with 59 banners against Luke? The protection region is on Veer's lead, right? We couldn't do something crazy like that. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Got it. This was for Empire. We could actually do something clutch here. On paper, I'd say that Pat one Bay's AoE, that's all the protection gone. Man. Yeah. Times like this, I almost wonder if we couldn't just do something like that. Just take the damage to the chin and probably get away with. This is a dumb idea, right? This is not a Zeta Vassal League, by the way. I mean, there aren't really that many Rebel debuffs, but... No, because at that point, why wouldn't you use Jedi Rebel League? We're saving it. How do we milk banners from a stone? Whatever team it is, it needs to be able to get banners back from Han shooting first, so... That's all we're really trying to solve right now. Unless we just take a gamble on what's in the back zone, which I'm not really a fan of. Health modding. Protection. I want to give this dude the benefit of the doubt and assume that he's modding for protection because he's really worried about fighting Malik and trying to combat the drain. I really... Okay, health, but... I'm going to choose to believe that he's just trying to mod against Malik Drain. He definitely... Huh, that's weird. So are any of them damage modded? You damage mod Ahsoka? I get protection cross. This dude just loves his protection crosses. Wow. This dude and I mod probably have exactly the opposite. 25 speed? These mods are journeying. Say that much. I don't know, chat. Feel like we either need to take a banner penalty or need to gamble. Red pill or blue pill? This is a triple Zeta loop too, so tenacity is actually kind of a problem. Not really, but kind of. Protection cross. I think we go with Grievous. Han will have to shoot Magna-Guard. We can heal up Magna-Guard. Chewie AoE will actually be a pain to heal back up on Grievous, I assume. That's going to have to be at least 2 B1 heals on him, which is a pain. His speed is pretty bad, but I don't think we'll terminate train. Actually, B2 should go first. I don't think I can run Watt safely here, man. I mean, it's not a Gear 13 Han, but it's still... Yeah, 59k. Han plus Chewie, 2 shots, plus Chewie shot. I don't think I trust that. That's a sad thing. Man, the moment that we get to 7-star Watt, absolutely. I stick him in here, 100% I am on board with that. But just... low star Watt right now is just too spooky for me. Han shooting first Not guaranteed to activate B2, but if it happens, it'll be a pretty great start for us. I think that this is the play. The biggest thing I'm going to be concerned about is getting his protection back. We need to either dunk on Chewie immediately. Actually, wait, what's Chewie's speed? I need to see that. I'm not trying to stall. This is taking forever. 192. We beat that. I might just go immediately for Grievous nuke special on Chewie. Honestly, just get him out of the picture. I think that's the play. Alright, let's do this. I feel relatively confident here. Although I guess, man, Bay's AoE has the same exact... Why did I go Nice Sister? Dooku is a TP ready? I am not a TP player, my man. The longer that I can keep Dooku here, the happier I'll be. I mean, to be fair, let's say a month passes or whatever, we get through the events. Dooku might actually be a decent, like, GSU solo character. My only issue is, like, you take him against Ewoks. Like, let's imagine the player is good. Let's imagine that the Logray has potency. Dooku is not safe to use here. Same for, Bastille Elite, I would say. So, like, I don't know. I see why people think Dooku is a solo character, potentially for Grand Arena. I just... Nest has a safety parachute. Nest has the automatic bonus protection. Dooku needs to counterattack to get bonus protection. So you get one single disable on you. You're in bad shape. Okay. Let's do the thing. Baze is equally problematic here. There's 2% HP. What's 20% of Grievous's health? So we're looking at 26k. So that'll be over half of his protection. That's going to be 2 B1 heals. That sucks. Alright. Also, B1 getting counterattacked is going to be a problem. We really, really, really need to open up with Grievous AoE, but we also really, really need to... hang on. He only hides Separatists, right? If we run BB-8... Yeah, okay, we do this. Enough talk. Shoot him, no activation. Interesting. Top him back off. Okay. Not a fan of him taking all of this. If we don't AoE, we let Chirrut go. If we do AoE, Chirrut potentially goes anyway. Kinda just need the target lock. I really don't want to take 2 AoE though. That's done. If we get target lock on Luke here, then we can start getting some progress back. B1's heals are going to be pretty weak though. Grievous is about to chip B2 anyway. Why did he counterattack? We just target locked him. Oh, this is triggering me. Alright, kill Chewie. That's pretty okay. Alright, no bullshit. Please stop Grievous off. Nope, still not strong enough. He's coming up. Yeah, I don't think we can get back to full here. He shrugged. He's gonna take a turn. That's actually just about ideal. I don't think Madden goes here. Basic should kill here. I think we land at 59, right? Pretty much exactly what we predicted. We don't have a choice anyway. 59. Okay. So that hits our average a little bit. We should still be ahead of the game. That's a Cody. Why not Rex lead? What do you gain here, friend? So this is just Jedi Knight Ribbon, right? Can we undersize this? There's no pre... what's your Rex speed? Phenomenal protection. God damn it. That is not a fast Rex. Hold on. Hold on. 221 times 1.12, 247. Do I smell Darth Revan shenanigans here? So he has the turn meter gain, so he will cycle quickly. We can help protection with Zodi? Yeah, but that's not on offense. Alright, chat. What about this? Maybe even this. Oh, we just opened his back zone. Is stream delayed super bad or something? Let's check the rest of mine. I just want to get the full picture. Non-protection that time. Good stuff. His potency actually not bad. Not bad for Sergeant. Extra defense. I mean, yeah, they get extra defense, but still. I would be way more terrified of Rex lead turn meter gains here than I am of some extra defense. Honestly, if you're in it for the extra defense, go 5's lead. Look at this. Actually, that's not even the full deal. Look at... I've actually been on the fence about taking this Omega. Read this. It's not terrible. 50% defense, and you get protection over time back on crit. I mean, this is 10% protection back, so chances are, unless you're just super tanky modded, you're probably still bleeding protection over time functionally, but it's not bad. What else do we need to check? Cody speed. Also super low. 5s. Darth Revan can be counterattacked, so 5s is going to be a pain. I think we open up with AoE Lightning, actually. Let's think this through. Actually, I think we go HK. No. I think I got it. Open up with Lightning. He will get counterattacked by 5s once. She does her debuffs. He'll do the AoE multi-tap. Everyone should get staggered down. Can be countered. Wait. Can't be countered. Maybe. I feel like there's this boring option. I mean, the only thing that really actually matters here is killing Rex in time, right? They don't have extra 2-meter gains. Cody is just offense and defense, right? Crit chance of defense. Cool stuff. Everyone on this team is like 170 or lower. So we just need... What's your tenacity? Not that good. AoE shock, get countered. Basilisk should go. Put debuff soup out. HK goes, no counter attack. I think that's the plan. Alright. I think we can actually potentially get out of this with full banners back. Especially if we go lightning first, we should actually potentially be able to lap them 3 times. Yeah. Sounds solid, right? I think. Maybe we could go this just for more thorough killing, but 62. Oh, does Reeman love 4 dots? I do actually have 2 4 dots on hand. Like one just got 16 speed like a week or 2 ago. What am I doing here? Yeah, HK is pretty slow. Man, honestly, I was nervous about week 1, but at this point, I'm just super excited for week 2. I did also just bump HK up to gear 13, by the way. Horrible advice, horrible idea. I was stuck at a hospital all day and kind of cracked. But yeah, HK's modding is abysmal. I set him to gear 13, and to complement his newly realized damage, we're going to bump his speed up a lot. Because I think once we actually fight a Darth Revan mirror, I think we're going to really, really, really want some relic levels on HK and Marauder. 2-dot defense triangle on Dooku. Oh no. I'm not going to say anything. Alright. I think that's the plan. Lightning first, he'll get counterattacked. She should regen him back up. Fingers crossed. Oh, he has foresight, so that won't even count. That's convenient. This is actually a little bit higher than I wanted it to look like. We'll just fear him. Debuff soup. This should, because it's a multi-proc, this should actually stagger everybody down. Looks like stagger hit everybody. Everyone to 0. Lovely. Kaboom. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay. So we're looking at about 61 average right now. Can we just do like a 2-man Jedi kill team here? What about this? I feel like we lose protection by doing this. That would just be 61, I think, right? Am I doing this right? Let's see. 60, 61, 62, 63. -1, -1. That should be 61. What about that? Oh, no. That was... Wait, they don't have Wicket. Do they even have any AoE damage at all right now? I don't think so, right? JKR Jolie GM1. I want to try to make sure that we can end this with full protection. Hoda would not be bad here. Just keep in mind, this boy is not built for damage. Which, it's high relic, he has crit damage triangle. It's not gonna be terrible, but Revan Lead loses juice when it's an undersized team. And it's a speed set. I kinda wanna just Master's Training on Anakin and just see if the AoE one-shots. I think that's the play. I mean, we could just go some blame safe thing like this. There's no way to lose protection banners there, I don't think. This feels pretty lame, right? I don't even think they have... I don't know. Ewok Scout. I don't actually have a good gauge for Ewok Scout's damage output. Alright, in the continuing war being absolutely unnecessarily paranoid, I'm gonna run Geneta Revenly just for the regen. But if we run back... No, I'm shutting up. This is the play, right? This is the play. It's Relic 7 Anakin, built for damage, Master's Training, murder. Right? Alright. Time for 57 banners somehow. Vassal would have been safer, I just wasn't sure if he could, like, somehow magically chip somebody out. I do agree with you. I would have liked Vassal lead more from a safety perspective. Alright. Mr. Anakin. Show me what you're made of. Bonk? Oh. Wait. If we call Hermit Yoda, I'm pretty sure... So, technically when you use this, you assist after. But I don't think it gives protection and regen. So I think the only way that this could work is if we call Hoda. Whoa. How do I unban you? Or unmute you? That's not cool. I think we have to call Hoda. If we're lucky, he'll RNG a dodge. Ah, there we go. Good shit. I don't know. Let me look. View deleted message. Assist on himself. Weird. That sucks. I don't know how to undo that. Alright. Time for the grand reveal. Let's see where we're at on the leaderboard. I don't think we're going to be first place yet. In fact, I would bet that we won't be. Huh? Okay, how far off are we? 79. So we're still 17 banners behind this dude. Oh, you think because Ass and assist? That's a little bit dumb. Alright. So we were about 28 banners below the number 1. Now we're 17 below the number 1, so we're making positive progress. I don't expect that these people are going to be able to keep it up. So really it's just going to be a matter of making sure every other softball that we get, we try to stay this high. And also make sure that we clean up the modding so that if things get tough, it'll be fine. Check Division 1. Well, the scoring is way off in Division 1, right? Because they place 8 teams instead of 6. I mean, that's the other thing about Division 1, right? The competition is generally harder up there. People like to post harder defense. I mean, that's just... In a real Grand Arena scenario, you don't do what I do if you care about winning. It's just the matchmaking is so skewed that you don't play to win, you play to beat the other people who are getting super overmatched teams. Right? Like, that's why these Division 2 and Division 1, they're dealing with the same scoring, but it's lower here, right? I mean, look at this. 17, 16, 5, 96. It's crazy. Alright. Given the snafu in week 1, I think that this is okay. This will probably fall to like 30 or something once everyone does their attacks. I'm curious. I screenshot the people who were in number 1 just to see where they're at, because honestly, they had such a high average that I really want to see where they stabilize out to. I'm not seeing them at all. Oh, yeah, did you see? Huh. I'm not sure. Alright. I guess that's pretty much the stream, right? I mean, past this point, it's just... Actually, let's scout the next guy. I'm gonna have to do some homework here. So this dude, all I know from the hot utils bot is that he is definitely a relic whale and definitely behind me in mods. And Zetas, I believe, as well. But, like, if you post CLS on defense, that's gonna be a lot of damage to take. That's a... Yeah, tenacity. Speed. Yeah, Nakara's killed. Yep. I haven't fought Asylum yet personally, but I'm curious to. It's always fun to cross paths between Grand Arena and Squad Arena or Territory War. Gear 11 Nihilus, interesting. Let's just sort by speed. Let's take it quick. One thing I like to do is... Oh, there's a Gear 13 Spirit. Hell yeah. I usually like to just take the number 10 and see what the speed is, so it gives you a baseline. So this is 306. That's actually not bad. Gear 13 Kira is odd. No Vandor Clogan. Maybe he runs Kira with the Luke team for the Darth Revan counter. Gear 2 Canderous. Let's zoom back out. I would be stunned if this dude doesn't make it to finals. Right? Who's he fighting? Yeah, he's got Marauder. Okay, he's losing. Godspeed, dude. Back to you. No crit avoidance arrow, no tenacity cross. That's a little bit rough. You kind of hate to see that. Gear 11 Scion, Gear 11 Palpatine. I need to know. Do Sith just have like a Gear 11 band? No, you got the... I don't get it. I mean, look. Functionally, how else is find a Gear 11? Scion, I would say you probably want him to Gear 12. If we're talking budget-wise, this is a fine choice. I actually left my Nanos here for a long time. Relic 7 Grievous. And completely Relic Geonosians, complete with a Relic 3 Geonosian Spy. With a... I don't know how many times I can go speechlessly silent. I mean, crit damage triangle. So the reason why I'm shocked by this is functionally, if you want Spy... Wait, that wasn't even that much speed though, right? 92, it's fine. Spy, you want to rack up as many stealth stacks and as many tenacity downs on the target as possible, so that when Spy hits you with the bonk move, it murders you. Building Spy for speed achieves the opposite of the effect. And this is sick. Relic 7 Mother Taliesin. Oh boy. That's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, I need to see. Crit chance? Okay, that's good. Potency. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's fine. If you're running Mother Taliesin lead though, you got the potency. Run the offense, man. You got Relic 7 crit chance? Actually, this should be a pretty good crit chance Taliesin, right? It's probably near mine. And a little bit shorter. Yeah, 11.6 special offense. This is gonna be a little bit spooky. Honestly, I'm actually probably going to calculate how much damage she does, because I'm probably running Padme against this. And should I even say this? Ah, whatever. If he snipes me, whatever. Who cares? I just need to make sure that Shock T under Padme lead is not gonna get absolutely murdered by this. Sage speed? 319? No crit damage, no offense. A lot of potency on these Night Sisters. I'm really curious who's gonna go Mother Talzin lead or Sage. More potency. Dude just really wants his Night Sisters to stun. I respect it. No crit avoidance. Nikara would be maybe sad. Weird. The potency seems like Mother Talzin lead. See, I would swing the other way. If you're running Mother Talzin lead, you don't need the extra potency. You've got 50%. Like, you should be cruising. I'm expecting it's probably going to be a Sage lead. He doesn't have crit avoidance on Daka, right? Did he even have 60 on Daka? Kind of. Potency, speed, health. She's not even going to be that bad. We'll see. I get the feeling that this dude will probably go heavy on defense. Depends on what I've been pretty transparent talking to Nikara about how I play this game, so if Nikara coaches him, this actually could be a pretty rough week. Or no, a pretty rough round 3. What else are we worried about? Spock is like 260 something, right? 275. Okay. 275 without a speed set? Not terrible. Some odd mod choices, but for all we know, this might not even be his Grand Arena locked set. He has Watt. We might see one on defense. We're going to worry about that a little bit. Let's see. No Shock T Zetas. That actually calms me down a little bit. Gear 12 Marauder. Relic 1 HK. We'll see. This next week really could get a little bit messy. Seven, 3. Sure. Oh, I wanted to. That's what I was going for. Zeta mission, non-Zeta Zalbar. Zeta Garth. Oh, there's a crit avoidance arrow. And tenacity. Most of that. So 104 with Karth lead, not too much of a concern. There's a decent amount to stress out over here. So 4x protection, but no crit avoidance. If we end up... I think Palpatine Vassal is fine there. Scoundrels. I think I checked Scoundrels to begin with. I didn't see Vandor Clegane or anything. Yeah, he's chilling. Like, that's what the Kira thing is so weird to me. Like, it's gotta be Kira with Luke, right? Vandor is pretty core for the Kira thing. Wait, was this Karth relicked? Did I skim over that? Nah, it's Kira 11. He does have Bassel lead. What are the odds that he actually tries to split? Man, Obi-Wan, Ezra. We might see a Bassel lead on defense. I doubt it though, right? Oh, that's a good catch. No Zeta, no Zeta, no Zetas, no Zeta. I don't have these Zetas either, I don't really care. What are you missing? He has never crunched, that's a good one. So no combat analysis. No Rex Zeta. No Ahsoka Zeta either. So what do I even think he's gonna do with this Padme team then? My gut reaction says that I don't think that he should post Padme on defense. Right. That's just too much Zeta lacking functionality. That team should just get exploited way too easily. Even if he posts with 3PO, it should be fine. So no turn meter here. I think we do probably end up seeing Rex lead Shock T. No Barris though. Yeah, I agree. It's not. It's not bad. It's actually pretty close to me. I don't know, guys. This will be interesting. I mean, knock on wood that it doesn't just turn into... Let's check his beatings real quick. It's a little bit weak. That's fine. Stronger than me. Assuming that's leadership. Please don't be unique. Oh boy. He did it. I'm going to assume that he is demodded since Grand Arena Lock. Maybe not. Maybe he just doesn't really use troopers. If he doesn't have range trooper, I had Imperial troopers have probably just fallen completely off of a cliff if you haven't gotten range trooper by now. Honestly, like, I don't think Shore is going to get you that many matchups. So I'm just going to assume his Imperial troopers maybe are just retired. Yeah, I don't know. I said it the first rounds, and honestly, I feel like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Looking at this dude right now is, we tried a bunch of stuff this week, and we neglected a couple teams modding-wise this week, just to try to get all of that fancy finesse tech going. My biggest goal is just survive this next matchup, assuming he posts hard defense. It's entirely possible he doesn't. But just survive, conserve as many banners as possible. Ideally, I don't want to fall below 60, but it's not really in my control. Boss below Django, or boss before Django. It's good to know. Pretty sub over there. If he goes Django lead, that's 300. Weird. Is an S fast or slow? She was pretty high up on his list, right? Oh, no, though. Wait. No, she's right up there. 300. Okay. So if he posts Django lead, he could post Django Ness with 330. I don't think this Nest has much of any tenacity, right? Nope. Fastness to me means that she is 100% going on defense. 100%. But this Kira is tripping me up, man. I really don't understand. Like, it could be Kira, Zalbar mission, Nests, or it could be like Kira, Han, Chewie. I do really like this triumvirate of characters, right? Like, speaking of these next couple of months ago, it's a very decent possibility that I'm gonna gear up Kira and just move her onto my Luke team. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, you can see that she's up on the speed priority list. I'm thinking that he runs CLS versus DR. It has to be, right? 275. Let's see, 275 divided by 0.85, 323. That's a little bit slow for the DR counter, but it's possible. It's 50% turn meter, right? Yeah. Yeah. If you're going for the DR counter, that's pretty slow. I mean, that's not pretty slow, but just 323 DR. We don't really see at this level too much. I am just... I get the very strong feeling we're going to be seeing this up front. We can get through it with banners, but just... not excited. Let's see how fast. It's fastest. 293. That's actually pretty much as fast as mine is. I'm assuming this is leading unique. I think this has to be the Darth Revan counter. So he possibly probably actually let's see. So if I post Darth Revan on defense, I'm pretty sure I have a speed lead on him, and my Malak is faster. Yep. Yeah. I'm probably gonna post Darth Revan on defense against some of them. Is there anything else we really need to be worried about Geonosian-wise? They might, man, but just like everything that he's showing makes me feel like he runs. Like Luke isn't fast enough for it to not be coin flippy, but he has the lead Zeta and he's got fast Kira. So if Luke goes before Darth Revan, then he lands debuffs, that's turn meter, that should catch Kira up. That's probably the way he's gonna run her. It's not bad. Low tenacity, but fine enough. Yeah, sure. It's not bad modding. Speed's a little bit low, but I don't think I have much faster. My Geonosians are so budget right now. Alright. This is gonna be a stressful 48 hours. Got some homework to do. Still chilling at 17th. We'll see. This gap is closable very easily. Just gotta stay consistent. And yeah, honestly, like, that Relic Nest, I mean, that would have bought us an extra banner or two today, right? 2 banners, I think. Or if we face Padme, that is a clean 60. With 2 people. That would be sick. Alright. Good session. I'm pretty sure I got 61 banner average, or like 60.5 or something. So that's a decent rubber band from week 1, or round 1. I keep on saying week 1. That's not okay. Alright. Peace out, chat.